Great fellas, I hope you are ready for your daily dose of skill. And no, this is not an extra channel, this is main channel. Listen, today I checked out what Wargaming is selling and I need to talk about this and I need to roast this offer and overall Wargaming idea how to sell this stuff. Listen, we have a hydrostat, right? I mean, the ass of the tank looks pretty beautiful, but that's about it. Today I clicked on the store. I'm checking out what kind of video I can make. I see Defender. We haven't played with Defender in a while, so I'm thinking about that. But then I'm scrolling down and I see Panzer 4 Hydrostat bundle for 54 euros. It's a tier 5 tank. And as a matter of fact, not so good tank. I mean, look at this, fellas. I haven't gotten video with this tank in a while, so we will play with this vehicle, but just out of curiosity, let's see how the armor looks like of the tier 5. Okay, so there is no armor. This tank has absolutely nothing to offer, if you know what I mean. We will talk about this in a moment. Now just have some fun and just laugh from this, right? There's two bundles which you can buy. For 80 euros and for 54 euros. And in the bundle, you are getting the tank crew, 3,000 gold, 2 million credits, 14 days of premium account, and whatever else. Wargaming is trying to upsell so much for collector vehicles, it's crazy. But you know what is the funniest thing of all of this? It's not even collector's vehicle. It's not even collector's vehicle, fellas. Watch this. You're clicking on the bonds, you're scrolling down, and you can find the same Panzer Hydrostat for 3,000 bonds. You get the point what I'm saying? Holy bananas from banana land. Meanwhile, someone who is not very aware of the bond store will look at this and think, oh, maybe this is my tank, this is which I am missing, they're for a full collection and whatnot. In other words, fellas, before buying something, do your diligence, how the tanks are looking like, how you can buy the tanks, and I believe if you will tune in to any streamer chat out there, the streamers will tell you how to get the tank or how the things are looking like. In other words, for me personally, this is borderline scam situation, right? It's just so bad. I would understand if Wargaming would sell one of the best, if not the best tier 5 tanks, which is Panzer 5-4. Right? This tank is very, very, very strong. A lot of people love it, and I understand why Wargaming would try to charge more for this vehicle. Right? It's quite rare tank. It's not for sale often and whatnot. But this one, I mean, come on. This is just nuts. Just calm down, relax, take it easy, and let's have some fun, fellas. The tank is pretty much average at everything. It doesn't have armor, it doesn't have the greatest gun, it's just an average tank or sub-average tank. In my situation, I rated this tank 2 stars, so no, I do not recommend to buy this vehicle. Neither it's friendly for beginner, neither it has a gun handling, it has average speed. Only one good thing about this tank is that it is relatively easy to mark, and in the same time, ammunition of this tank, you need to spam the gold as well. So pretty much selling point is not existent, right? What is the purpose of this video? The purpose of this video, first of all, to highlight that not every and each offer from World of Tanks is good. This is the first thing. The second thing is to play with a tank that I haven't played in a long time, and hopefully you will enjoy a bit of the lower tier shit show as well. Let's teleport straight into the game. Okay, for a very first game, we have Mines and Counter Battle, tier 6, tier 4 matchmaking, so we are mid-tier. It doesn't feel that bad. Now, please, take a look into the gun handling overall of this tank and take a look into the stats. Average penetration on the tier 5 is 110. That's not very good, is it? Unfortunately, that isn't very, very good. The gold penetration is 160. That's actually quite alright. If I recall this correctly, this is kind of alright. 110, It's nothing special, nothing extraordinary, but not awful as, for example, Valiant. Valiant has like 80 penetration or something like this. This is definitely out, unplayable. But this one, yeah, somewhere in the middle, but obviously gold is better, so you need to spam the gold. Now, speed-wise, I believe we can definitely tell that the speed of this vehicle isn't the best and isn't the finest, but that's to be expected. That's to be expected, fellas. Now the question is, how do we want to do this, and how do we want to tackle this situation? It doesn't look very good where the situation itself goes, to be completely honest with you. I don't really like how the things are looking like over there. Enemies has heal, but let's get real, I cannot challenge the heal whenever there is Cromwells or something. So that being said, what is our mission? Our mission is to punish the tier 4s or that tier 6 tank that is playing over there. Now we are trying to do some smart and solid trades, but unfortunately Cavalier has a derp gun and he found a nice angle from the top of the hill, which is kind of unfortunate. That was, well, that was third of the hit points that went for a derp gun. Unfortunate, but that is World of Tanks. We are okay. We are going to survive this and we will stay calm, we will stay put, and everything will be alright. Now, there is one good thing. If someone can hit us from there, what that means we can hit them back, right? So what do we want to do in this situation? We want to pre-aim, just in case if this Cavalier would get spotted, then we are booming and then we are slapping him, right? But we need to be focused here and we need to pretty much pre-aim for our shot. Sure thing. Oh, you see what a beautiful bastard this Cavalier is. Okay. I mean, we know that he is playing right here, but what's from that we do not really have the best gun handling in this situation, right? It's okay. How about this Panzer? Panzer is chilling in the middle of the field. We are trying to do the smart trades, and yes, fellas, we are dominating against the lower tier. You are 100% correct. We are slapping the living crap out of this tier 4 tank. I do not know what to say apart. I am proud of myself, and holy bananas, maybe this is actually a good deal, fellas. Who could expect that? Maybe this tank is broken and maybe this tank is absolutely phenomenal. Maybe 50 euros price is a steal, deal and bargain. Maybe this is how the things are looking like, fellas. Okay, our team is capping the base. That's good. In this situation, I would love to make pressure for him. I am aware of the sniper schnitzels that they have in the back. I am very well aware of that. But in the same time, I kind of want to get involved because this game is over otherwise, right? So I just simply want to get some use of all of this. That is my goal, that is my plan, and that is my dream. Meanwhile, this Cavalier from top of the hill, he is being so annoying, but he's playing well. I can't complain about this, and I cannot say anything bad for this gentleman. Meanwhile, we know that they have a tank destroyer sitting here in the back. We are very well aware of that, and in fact, we are going to load the gold ammunition for this Cava 1. Do we need gold? Probably we would survive without it, to be completely honest with you. But that would definitely give us better chance to penetrate him. Let's see. Can we say hello for him? Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, even when we are looking into the side of the Cava 1, it shows yellow all over the place. That being said, we need to be smart and we need to maximize the damage we can actually do in this type of situation. Don't you think so? Beautiful, very nice. Now all we need to do, we need to find the triangles who hopefully has no keyboard whatsoever, and then we can slap the living crap out of them, right? This is the plan, this is the hope, and this is the dream. Well, what we can say from the very first game with this vehicle, and I haven't played with this tank for a very long time, the tank is meh, okay? There is no selling point for this vehicle. There is nothing to say that, oh my bananas, the tank is awesome, the tank is phenomenal, and yes, fellas, you should consider buying this. Absolutely not. What I can say, have your eyes widely open for the bad deals, and if you see the bad deal, don't look to that direction. Meanwhile, after first game, we have 1.2 thousand damage. We cannot complain about this. Third by experience, third by the damage. I am okay. We made 88,000 profits, although most of those profits are coming from completing the mission, but once again, not a big surprise. Let's go for seconds. One thing what I need to tell about this tank and highlight about this tank. This tank has pref matchmaking, so let's be fair with this, right? So what that means you are not going to see the tier 7 vehicles whatsoever. The worst you can do, or the worst matchmaking which you can have, is tier 6s and tier 5s, right? So pretty much last game was as bad as we can get where the tank goes overall, right? I figured out it is important thing to highlight, and I even checked between the games to see am I 100% correct, and yes I am. If you are curious how to find the pref matchmaking tanks as well, keep this in mind. In the index page there is a filter pref matchmaking, and you can see pretty much the tanks that has pref matchmaking function, right? So simply Google Skillful 2 index and you are going to find absolutely everything over there. So how do we want to do this? We want to load the high explosive ammunition, and we want to knock the tree. That was a bad knock of the tree, but let it be. It is how it is. And now we are just simply sitting in the typical position here. We do not need to panic. It's a tier 5 matchmaking. It's okay. We are feeling Gucci. We are enjoying ourselves. All we want to do, we want to see enemies making silly goose mistake. And I can promise you that, fellas, that enemies will definitely make silly goose mistakes, right? I think it is matter of the time, right? Why so? Well, listen, this is open map. This is Prokhorovka, right? And in Prokhorovka, in the lower tiers, you can expect all sorts of madness. You can expect that enemies doesn't have that much of the view range, obviously, so we can simply calm down or chill and just simply slap the living crap out of the every and each mother trucker who is getting spotted, right? That's all there is to say. Luckily for us, we have a very, very good light tank. The light tank is playing relatively aggressively, right? This is okay position, so he should be able to spot if someone would try to make pressure like this, right? And I think this is the proper play for us in this type of situation. This is absolutely okay. Now, what we are trying to do, we are trying to eliminate the enemy light tank, because this is the most important part for us. I am aware of that I am spotted at the moment, but I don't care. We need to eliminate the Leopard, and now when Leopard is eliminated, the situation seems significantly better, and we are actually chilling and we are enjoying ourselves. All we need to do, we need to wait until A20 would start making pressure, and I can promise you that he will, and whenever he will make pressure, we are going to have the best time ever, okay? Plus on top of that, we know that Leopard played in platoon with Turan and Stug. Dream team, honestly, dream team. And all we need to do in this situation, we need to keep shooting, right? That's all we need to do for a full happiness. That's okay. As you can see, I'm not using even double bush strategies or something. Oh, the light tank upset. He got outspotted and the things went south. I feel him. Pozhakovsky Polska. I feel him. I definitely feel him. Fellas, the feeling that you got a great map where you can spot and after that you are taking one for the team, it happens for the best of us. There is nothing what we can change about this. But on the bright note, fellas, we have the Panzer who is slowly but surely making pressure, and overall the triangles are very, very brave. By the way, this game can turn to one or another side just like so. Why am I saying so? Because all enemy team needs is one spotter, and our team would take a huge for the team. As you can see, this is definitely how the things are looking like in this certain situation and in this moment, right? At the moment, I think I am going to load the APCR ammunition for faster shell velocity, because shell velocity is definitely a problem of this tank, right? Only 790 meters, that's kind of pathetic, but with a gold we have, let's say, 988, so that is okay. Do you remember what I said literally seconds ago, that the score can go south extremely quickly? Yeah. The M4 and Turan is doing a great job. They are pretty much outspotting every and each mother trucker in this situation, and they are just simply slapping our team. Not a big surprise, but once again, you can expect that from the lower tier matchmaking, and you simply need to be patient in the lower tiers. You need to be patient overall in the World of Tanks as a game, but in the lower tiers, 100% you need to be even more patient, fellas. Hopefully our guys can escape from this, and then we can start farming, right? What we want to see enemies getting involved, and enemies think, oh yes, we slapped the living crap out of the enemy sniper schnitzel, so now we can be super aggressive and we can make a hardcore pressure. This is exactly what we want to see, and this is exactly what we need. Okay, big boy, very, very nice. He figured out where I am. That's very, very smart blind shot, and that was very unfortunate fate for us, honestly. That little mother trucker, he knows what he's doing. I can promise you that, fellas. Or at least it feels like it. Not many folks in the lower tiers are going with blind shots, especially with the high explosives, right? So that is kudos to this gentleman. I cannot complain about this. I cannot cry about this. It's just how it is. It's just how it goes. Enemy did a great job. You know, I need to be humble and I need to accept that. Meanwhile, the situation looks very, very bad, but what we can do, we can try to go for blind shots ourselves. The Turan should be sitting in this position over there, so I'm just bursting blind shots left, right, and center. I do not really think I have anything to lose apart the credits, but I have plenty of them, so, you know, I do not really mind. I do not really mind. That was painful blind shot. That was very, very bad. Oh, speaking about this tank armor, if M4 can penetrate you with high explosives, this is a bad feature of the tank as well. But I believe you are very, very well aware of that you do not want to buy this tank, right? It is just simply not the vehicle that I would recommend to purchase for anyone, and this is not the vehicle that I would say, oh, what a steal deal and what a good deal. Fellas, consider about it now. Absolutely not. Not it's only bad, but it's overpriced to the maximum. And if you really, really, really want to buy this tank, there is always alternative option, and you can always get this vehicle for bonds, right? And I can promise you that 3,000 bonds is less valuable than 60 euros or so, right? So keep this in mind. Okay, this is a hard game, but what I am hoping in this situation, I am hoping that this Turan would try to make a bit of pressure like this, right? That's what we need for a full happiness, and hopefully guy will say, I can make pressure, la 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 la, and after that he would get slaughtered, right? There is no other alternative options for us. We cannot be too aggressive. It's just simply not worth it for obvious reasons, right? The risk is way, way, way too high, so it's not worth it. But what we can do, we can try to go for some blind shots left, right, and center, right? This is what we are doing. And where the blind shots goes, I am trying to go for a blind shots with AP ammunition, so it won't be as expensive. Also, I must admit, even though I am using optics on this vehicle, I am feeling semi-blind with this tank, honestly. I am feeling definitely semi-blind with it. I kind of would love to take this position here and eliminate this derp gun, but you know what is my biggest fear in this situation? My biggest fear in this situation is that that derp gun will simply say, I don't care, I will take 2 for the team and I'm going to eliminate you from the game. Meanwhile, enemy has Levhash already, and that is a very big problem. So in this situation, what do we want to do? We want to spot this mother trucker sitting here. That's okay. And what we need to do in this situation, we just need to go like this. Shtug going through the open field. That's good. At least now we know. Very, very nice. And I want to keep playing the same bush here. I think this is the proper gameplay. Obviously, I am super afraid of this Levhash and this Levhash's experience at 1. If you see the golden badge over there, that means the guy is a pest, right? What do you mean skill is a pest? I mean, he has 1,000 upon 1,000 games with one art, and whenever you are meeting a professional clicker, right, that can be extremely difficult and not so fun, if you know what I mean. But that's okay. What I am hoping for, I am hoping that Mr. Shtug will make a mistake, and I am hoping that he's going to overpeak this, but it doesn't feel like it's going to be the case. And now, fellas, the situation feels way, 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 way worse than it was before. But we are not going to cack our pants. We are going to be brave, and we are going to keep playing the game, right? Look at this, fellas. Would you look at this? I'm telling you, professional Jeff. Fellas, literally professional Jeff. By the way, if you are wondering why would someone make pressure with this Arta, the answer is very, very simple. This Arta has better view range than I do. I'm not even joking, okay? So, holy bananas from Banana Land, this is definitely not what we want to see, but that's okay. Now, we have 2 triangles, and our mission is to spot literally everyone who is going towards us, who would try to make pressure, right? This is our mission in this situation. Let's see. Can we do that or not? And obviously the biggest problem is this Turan. If Turan is making pressure like this, that's unfortunate. That is unfortunate indeed. That is unfortunate. Okay, there is no way we can do something in this situation. We know that Shtug should be sitting somewhere over there, and this is what we need. We need to eliminate this gentleman here. Up. This guy is significantly more dangerous than this M4, just saying. And would you look at that? The guy is going through the middle of the field over there. This still could be very successful game if you would ask me. This still can be extremely successful game, fellas. Good. All we need to do, we need to focus. Focus is all we need. 3 minutes left. Okay, I'm not getting spotted. That's very, very good. That is very good. We are eliminating this gentleman just like so. That's good. I know exactly how to deal... I know exactly how to deal with this situation. We are getting the sweet assisting damage, which is very much appreciated, right? Assisting damage is very, very nice. What's from that? We need to pre-aim our shot perfectly here. And then we can go and try to decap the base overall. But this guy shouldn't spot me. At least I do not feel like he should. Okay, Lago in the open field, just making a hardcore pressure. That's good. This is exactly what we are looking for, and this is exactly what we need. My mission is to eliminate this gentleman, just like so. Ooh. Yeah, this is a game over, fellas. Okay, fair enough. No complaints, no regrets. I think we did as much as we physically and possibly could. You know what was the worst part of this? The M4 blind shot was boner worthy. What do I mean by saying this? This guy with this blind shot definitely saved this game, if I can say so, and I had no leverage anymore, you know? When you have hit points, you can do some smart trades and you can do a good stuff. In this situation, I had no hit points left and the guy did a phenomenal job, so kudos to him. Meanwhile, 1,100 damage, 1,000 assisting damage, we have first class, we have patrol duty, it is okay. I cannot complain about this. Turan should have been a spotter, that was very, very, very good play with a Turan, right? And speaking about the pests, fellas, this gentleman should have some games with. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. This is the pest level I was talking about, fellas, and that's okay. You know, the guy is clicking and the guy is enjoying himself as much as he physically and possibly can. Anyways, nevertheless, we finished at first by the experience, we finished at the third by the damage, and we got ourselves 36,000 profits, which is okay. Now, please keep this in mind that I have optics, I have the recon, I have the situational of awareness, so you can only imagine how cock of the view range this vehicle actually has. Unfortunate. One more game for a good measure, let's go. And the last but not least, we have a Ghost Town standard battle. Let's try to look into this tank a bit more serious and let's try to get some use of all of this by saying let's look into this tank tiny touch more serious. That means I'm going to load the gold ammunition, right? This is what we are going to do, and let's try to get some use, shall we? This is going to be a hard game, obviously. We are playing against the tier 6s, and there is plenty of the light tanks, in fact 4 lights, which is unfortunate, but not much what we can change about that. Only one bet which I have in this game, or only one wish which I have in this game, is that we would have a proper lights. If we have proper lights and it looks like our folks are going full trollolo mode, that means that we would be able to slap enemy light tanks, right? If any of them would play here, but usually it is the case and usually there is some folks who are playing in this area. I had a mini lag over there, but that's okay, that's to be expected, it happens for the best of us, it's fine. I think we can make a hardcore pressure like this. Why so? If you would pay attention to what is happening, you would notice that our light tanks are playing here and enemy light tanks are spotted over there, right? That being said, it's very, very unfortunate fate for the enemy team not to have any lights to take care of the open field, right? Whenever a situation looks this way, we have a green light to go brrr and to slap the living crap out of the enemy forces. Now, what is my mission? My mission is to say hello for this Mr. Stug. I am trying to pre-aim to the best of my abilities, and I'm trying to eliminate this gentleman from the game for obvious reasons, right? If he is messing up, he needs to take one for the team. Meanwhile, we are going to this typical bush just like so. We are sitting all right, we are having a great time and we are enjoying ourselves. And I really do not want to believe that this BDR would be able to outspot us. That being said, I am going to use this bush as a cover and I will try to punish this gentleman because I just simply think he won't be able to spot us, right? Simple as this. We're just trying to slap him once or twice and maybe 3 times if the RNG will be on our side, and unfortunately it is not. Now, what is the different play what we could do in this situation? It doesn't feel right and it doesn't feel good in this game to keep sniping in this area, right? It just doesn't feel right. That being said, I am going to try to play more aggressively into the city. Yeah, unfortunate, I get it, I am aware of that, but once again, there is nothing else what I can do. I want to make this tank work and I want to play well with this vehicle for obvious reasons, right? My mission overall, fellas, where this tank goes is to show you how the tank is looking like and to highlight obviously that the deal that Wargaming is making is absolutely Kaku, you know? This is my goal, this is my hope, and this is my dream. Good, we got an extra shot over there, which I am pretty happy and satisfied about. And now all we need to do, we need to go full brr mode on this BDR. This VK should be AFK. Since the guy is AFK, I would love to farm him. But before that, we need to eliminate this BDR, okay? So how are we going to do this and how we are going to approach this situation? We go super aggressively, we set auto-aim on, right? And we just simply try to cross like this. I'm aware of that they have sniper schnitzels over there, but in this situation I just don't care. And I want to focus on this. You bloody bot! This is not to insult the player, this is definitely a bot. Or at least it feels like a bot. Help. Listen, my man, I have a problem. Help. Help. And the guy is saying, yeah, definitely, you definitely have a problem with this tank, right? You shouldn't spend 55 euros for this pile of Kaku and you would not have any problems whatsoever, right? And that is a very, very fair attitude indeed. Holy bananas from Banana Land. What a game, what a tank, what a bargain deal, and what a beautiful experience of the game. I mean, look at it! Yes, this is something else. This is just simply something else. It's okay. I am aware of that the situation isn't ideal, to say that the least. I am aware of that. Yes, I'm trying to get as much use as I physically and possibly can, and we are okay. That gameplay felt like a bot gameplay. And it's not to say, oh, look at this awful player. No. That has absolutely nothing to do with it. It is very common for the bots to be AFK for most of the game, unless you are seeing someone in your range, and then you are awakening like a bloody, how is it called? Frankenstein. Yes, and then you push in front, right? This is how it looks like. Okay, this is my review on this tank. It's far away from being good. I would never ever recommend this vehicle to buy, or to buy for 50 euros, or to buy for 3,000 bonds. I don't think it is a great vehicle. But nevertheless, I think we need to highlight the stuff like this whenever we see something, let's say, shady or stupid going on. Meanwhile, 1.4 thousand damage, 400 assisting damage, hip hip hooray. There was one game that you haven't seen. I went in front, I took one for the team, and I thought there is no point to show the game whenever everything went. It was my mistake, you know? And it's not the tank's fault. Anyways, what I try to say by saying this, fellas, the tank is far away from being ideal. I would not recommend to buy it, but if you have this vehicle, hopefully this video will help you a bit to understand how to play this tank and how it feels like to play with this vehicle overall. And for now, fellas, thank you very much for watching. I appreciate you and see you very, very soon. Skill is out for today. Peace.